Global stablecoin legislation, regulation, and adoption is growing at pace, with new stablecoins being introduced in many countries around the world, and with huge news coming out recently surrounding stablecoins, both of which we'll be looking at in this video. The CEO of Circle, Jeremy Allaire, who oversees the second largest stablecoin in USDC, and who's been building Circle for over 11 years now, stated on June the 19th, 2024, that he's very bullish about stablecoins and crypto in general, saying that he feels that stablecoins could well make up 10% of all money in around the next decade or so, with the stablecoin market recently reaching $162 billion, according to CC data, which is the blue line at the top of this graph, looking at the left-hand axis here for the figure. But this makes up only 0.2% of the roughly $80 trillion money market currently. So still a long way to go to reach that 10%. But what is happening with stablecoins globally? Which stablecoins have been recently introduced or registered in different countries? And should we expect this growth to continue? That's what we'll be looking at in this video. So please do like the video and subscribe to the channel so I can continue to offer more content for you in future. Just a reminder that nothing contained here is financial advice. And let's jump straight in and take a look. Firstly, in some big news, stablecoin issuers have now become the 18th largest holder of US debt through US Treasuries, at a value of more than $120 billion, which is ahead of major countries and economies like Germany and South Korea, as you can see on this graph here. Tether, the issuer of USDT, holds about $91 billion of US Treasuries, and Circle, the issuer of USDC, who I mentioned at the beginning of this video, holds about $29 billion of short-dated US debt, including repos, which it changed to back in 2023 after concerns about US debt. Secondly, after the EU's MiCA stablecoin legislation that came into effect on June the 30th, 2024, Circle has become the first global stablecoin issuer to be compliant with EU MiCA stablecoin laws through USDC and EURC, with Circle Mint France issuing these. These MiCA stablecoin laws actually ban stablecoins having over 1 million transactions per day that pay for goods or services, or for a total value of above 200 million euros per day, which will impact the largest stablecoin issuers like Tether and Circle, with stablecoin issuers needing to secure an electronic money institution or EMI license to be able to offer these in the EU, which Circle has been the first to achieve, with some exchanges like Bitstamp, for example, actually delisting stablecoins such as Tether's EURT due to these MiCA regulations, which may mean that Tether won't be able to operate in the EU in future and could actually withdraw if it doesn't become registered with these new laws. Thirdly, in this video, the FSB, which is the Financial Stability Board, not the security service in Russia in this case, but the Financial Stability Board, met in June 2024 and decided that stablecoins need further attention, scrutiny, and research moving forward, particularly looking at the risks posed by the large adoption of them in the crypto industry, and the challenges posed on monetary policy and capital flow management for countries. The Financial Stability Board is an international body that monitors and makes recommendations about the global financial system and works closely with the IMF, or International Monetary Fund, with its members including some big names currently, including Gary Gensler, the chair of the SEC in the US, Andrew Bailey, the governor of the Bank of England, and people from other large international organizations, such as the IMF that I mentioned already, the World Bank, the Bank for International Settlements, or BIS, and the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, or OECD. And to briefly show the link between these international organizations, the current chair of the FSB is Klaas Knot, who's also a member of the Governing Council and General Council of the ECB, or European Central Bank, is a member of the IMF's Board of Governors and a member of the Board of Directors of the BIS, with the Financial Stability Board actually being situated in the same building as the BIS in Basel, Switzerland. But this isn't a video on the FSB, so let's get back to stablecoins. Because PayPal's PYUSD, which is regulated in New York, and which is a purely payments-based stablecoin rather than yield-bearing, is issued by Paxos, which was the company behind the stablecoin BUSD, which actually had to stop minting new BUSD due to regulation, and PaxG, or Pax Gold, which is tokenized gold, with one PaxG token being backed by 1 physical ounce of gold, and it's stored in vaults in London. But with PayPal's newer PYUSD, there are no fees when converting from PYUSD to USD if you need to, which is interesting if you're in the US particularly. And PYUSD is now integrated with Solana's blockchain, not just Ethereum, causing its supply to increase by 90%, with its market cap briefly hitting $500 million. And in more stablecoin news linked to Paxos, which is looking to rapidly expand on a global scale, Paxos announced on July the 1st, 2024, that it's gained full regulatory approval from the Monetary Authority of Singapore, or MAS, to issue its stablecoins there. And it's done this in partnership with Southeast Asia's largest bank, called DBS. This is actually the third jurisdiction or international market that Paxos has been approved to operate in, following the United States and the United Arab Emirates, which we'll look at now. Because Paxos has certainly been keeping busy, given that it's just had its new stablecoin approved called Lift Dollar, or USDL, which is a yield or interest generating stablecoin, offering a daily rate of somewhere around 5%, depending on returns on US Treasury bonds, given that it is being backed by short-term US government securities. Lift Dollar, or USDL, is issued and regulated in the United Arab Emirates, but USDL won't be available in the United States initially because of a lack of regulatory guidance. But it will be available in Argentina, having partnered with distribution partners there that you can see listed here under the Lift Dollar logo. Moving on from Paxos now, Tron and its founder Justin Sun announced that it's building a gas-free stablecoin for the Tron followed by Ethereum blockchains. The aim is to make peer-to-peer transfers free to everyone, and the fees would come from the stablecoins themselves. But more information on how this would work hasn't been released yet, as they're still working on it. With Tron leading the peer-to-peer stablecoin market, as you can see here, according to data on Artemis, with often 2 to 3 times more transfers being made on Tron than on Ethereum, for example. So with no fees, this could be looking to compete or beat PayPal's PYUSD that we saw earlier. And finally, in the last piece of stablecoin news that we'll be looking at in this video, we learned at the beginning of July 2024 that the Philippines has adopted Tether's USDT for its social security payments. And to allow the people of the Philippines to pay their social security contributions using USDT, Tether has partnered with the Web3 company Uquid to offer this on the Ton blockchain. But that ends this video looking at the large growth, adoption, and regulation of stablecoins around the world. And as always, I'd love to know what you think in the comments below about it. And if you are interested in more of a tailored approach to your crypto education, and you think you'd benefit from having someone look over your shoulder and guide you on your journey, I do offer one-to-one coaching to those who have the desire and the means to educate themselves further. And there are links in the description where you can message me and book in a free video call to see if we'd be a good fit. And if you found this content interesting, please do like the video and subscribe to the channel, as it really does help. And have a great day.